Well, if you've been seeing the calls in the sky and been looking at every advertisement, everything else like that, one of the things that we always do with SKN News is, we love one feature mostly, and that's popcorn buckets. Well, we got some coming up this way and everything so that, and we've got to go over the massive amounts of stuff that it is. So let's start this off with,
God.
you knew it was coming with Guns Superman popcorn buckets. In celebration of the upcoming release of Superman, Warner Brothers Pictures and DC Studios have partnered with major U.S. theater chains AMC, Regal Cinema, Cinemark to launch exclusive themed popcorn buckets, cups, collectible merchandise to bring fans closer to the world of the iconic superhero. The collections of must-have moviegoer Millavilla will feature creative nods to Superman's legacy, his Kryptonian origins, even his loyal canine companion, Krypto the Superdog. These limited editions items will be available while only supplies last, which we know that's crap because every time we go to the theater, I've never seen a supply of popcorn buckets where we're at. So, but let's start off with these, obviously, the showings from AMC. AMC has gone with, and I know that a lot of people out there, and this is one for the kiddies out there that might be some of the latest members of our generations walking around. They probably never seen how actual newspapers were distributed to us old timers. But that is a newspaper kiosk that used to be on the street. You put some change in, you used to get newspapers out, just in case somebody hadn't seen that in about 25 years. But
So
Okay, we have
stupid.
to explain a few things. What change is, what newspaper kiosks are, and what newspapers are. Yeah.
And what day and why Sunday was the day that all the new ones came out.
Exactly. So you've got that. You've got Superman drinking cup right there, a keychain, and Krypto. I don't know what that is, a badge or whatever. And then if you go to the IMAX showings, well, they give you a comic book, which is smart by DC Comics. They should be giving that across the entire every chain because you want to put comics in the hands of people that are reading it.
I'm mad because his comic doesn't make Krypto look as shitty as he does in the movie, so it's a little annoying.
Well, hey, there's still some time, brother. There's still some time. Give him a moment. But that's if we were done, that would be it. But no, there's way more stuff coming from that. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so now we roll over to
Heat Vision. Yes, Heat Vision. Yes.
I'm into the Heat Vision popcorn bucket. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So he's gonna
not
heat
really
up.
a bucket. That's a popcorn machine,
which is even better.
This one. So if you go to Regal Cinema, you can actually get this exclusive one where Superman's Heat Vision is actually making the popcorn pop up. Now I don't know how big this thing is, so it'd be interesting to see. I hope it's actually and I think you would probably eat popcorn through the top of it. We'll see however they make this. But then also they've got the Krypto popcorn bucket where you can eat out a dog dish with the Superman thing on it, and they've got some some actually high flying light up cups. So you get to see Superman in his glory flying above, or then you've got some other collectible cups and everything you got there. So Regal's got some interesting things going on. Like, okay, at least it was creative. I give them credit on that. But to say that was it, no, there's still more, man.
Hold on a second.
I
okay, go back real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the Galactus popcorn bucket that I wanted turned out to be like $80.
Yes.
How much is this like Heat Vision popcorn bucket going to be? Conquest, hello, welcome in.
Yeah, thank you, Conquest. The hidden says, does the comic have anything of guns planned for the DC Green Lanterns? I don't know, sir. But if you, I guess not. if you book something, you book an IMAX ticket, you'll find out more than that. Because I'm sure they're probably going to keep this under wraps since it's an IMAX exclusive. Because they pay for those things, they don't want it out. So we'll have to see. And then, of course, here's my man Meeks that said that Krypto bucket looks like it holds about a handful of popcorn. Believe me, most of these were. And Conquest is asking us about JoeFest. Conquest, thanks for popping in, brother. And also make sure you subscribe. You'll have to be on the replay crew because we had Marcelo and Deadly Diorama from JoeFest. We were in studio, but they were live in Augusta. So if you watch this replay a little back, you'll be able to see that
There'll
down,
be
but
more- there'll be
they were
more-
having a good time.
There'll be
man.
more like photos and stuff popping up on our YouTube channel and the community part too as well. So just make sure you're on that.
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday is usually the biggest days for
Absolutely.
JoeFest. We'll have some videos and photos of it. It doesn't matter about the Heat Vision popcorn popper bucket because they made 4 of them. But there'll be plenty of Krypto's popcorn bucket available. So at any point in time you want one of those.
It doesn't even look like the damn dog in the movie. This is a cute dog. The one in the movie is like a mutt, and which we
That's what
will
I'm
see in the
saying.
next slide. It's not an attractive dog.
Yeah. Well, again, if you think they were done with that, there's some heat vision blowing one more time. We've got some things now. Actually, I saw
There he
this.
is.
Is that Alfred E. Newman in that on that bucket? That literally?
You are. Oh my god. Let me.
Oh man.
Well, they got the Krypto, which is like giving you a bag of popcorn and red baggage, but there's Krypto sitting right there. I've seen this in 3D glory on some videos where it's spinning around and everything. This is not a small bucket. I don't know if it's as big as a Galactus, but the dog is holding a bunch of popcorn. Now the one that I'm suspect on, because I could swear to God they just reissued this from Dogman.
Yep.
It's the Superman dog dish. Why he would actually put his initials on dog dish is beyond me, but
Well, can we laugh at the fact that so far some movies have been successful at getting people to eat out of dog bowls?
Yes, they have been. Exactly. Wait
Well, you
till they
should
do
see-
the Alpo can.
Yeah, exactly. They have a trough in one of the theaters where you just bend down and just get your
Look
water
at-
and popcorn.
Yeah,
and
next
go back
time
to
there's
your
a
seat.
Western, they need to have like a horse trough.
Yeah, I don't believe. Don't go ask
Dr.
him to
Brindley,
do
we're
that.
gonna need you to stop talking on our shows if you give away all the ideas.
Because that's a coming. That's a coming. And then they've got a couple of collector popcorn ones. One with the actual actor of the Superman movie, and then one where they probably are not paying the DC artist to reuse his artwork on one. So somebody's probably pissed that he's not even getting a
I'm
product from Gross on that.
I'm telling you, that's not the actor on the left cup. That is Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazines.
And that artwork on that cup looks pretty familiar too.
Yeah, it's yeah. I just look. I think I've seen
sure we're gonna see a
that porcelain
video pop
dog
up on
somewhere too,
Instagram.
man.
Like
You
this
know?
mother didn't pay me damn thing for these cups. I
Like,
just
I'm-
guarantee you.
I'm trying to think, but was it not the was it the Sony ad that had the dog? Because I've seen that dog before, and I think they just took that porcelain dog.
RCA.
RCA, that's what it was. That's what it was. The dog just keeps looking different across the board. Like like it is like, all right, yeah, just throw them on the
Like,
stuff.
it's a copper tone dog, something like that.
Exactly.
You know someone's gonna mess up and put the Target dog on there, and be like, no one's gonna.
Yeah,
see it."
exactly. Or Sputnik.
And then Meek said, "You can catch your kid eating out of the dog's bowl. You'll know why." Yeah,
And,
raise them right. Raise them right.
It's like a guess that the hot dog wouldn't be appropriate since Warner Brothers wants us to respect DC's Krypto. Yeah, I think so, brother. I think they won't go that far to hidden. But yeah, again, another dog dish. I give him credit, but this one's got the Superman symbol on. So again, you don't want your kids to emulate anything from the from dog, because normally you don't want them in the
Conquest.
dog dish.
Conquest. If they actually had taxidermy, put that quote, the quote of the night. Quote of the night. Maybe it's me with the dog looks like taxidermy. If they actually had a taxidermy Krypto, I'm all in. I'm all in. Might be scary for the kids, but
That's so good. That's
getting
so
wild,
good.
man. The popcorn bucket game's getting wild.
It
you
is,
know?
bro. They got to keep going bigger and better, bro. Bigger and better. But you know what, gentlemen? That is the end of SKN News.